Welcome to Jackie's Craft Table. Hello and welcome. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am super excited to introduce you to some brand new products from Scrappy Crafts. My friend Sabrina is the owner of this shop and she sent me a bunch of her brand new products. She sells a lot of her gorgeous cards, but now she is creating her own stamps and dies. This first stamp set is called Candlelight Poinsettia. I love these beautiful flowers. The second stamp set I have is called German Winter Village, and I just fell in love with all of these darling little houses and all of the people. There are a lot of sentiments included in this set. This set will be perfect for your Christmas card crafting or even just winter cards. She also sent me some dies. I am majorly into Slimline dies lately, so I was so excited to see this one. This one is a Slimline shadow box. I've never made a shadow box card before, but I am going to create one in this video today. She just packs her dies full of fun things. There's a lot of sentiments and a lot of different sized dies for you to put your cards together. This one is called Everyday Bordered Dies. This will be perfect for your Slimline cards or your shadow box cards. And then she also sent me the Slimline gift card holder. So this will be the perfect little pocket to put a message or a gift card on the back of your Slimline cards. So let's get into the card crafting. I'm going to stamp up every single image from this stamp set. I'm using my Misty stamp positioner so that I can stamp them all up at the same time and save some time. And I'm going to stamp them onto a piece of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock. This is the paper that I like to use when I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring. Let me position these on this sheet of paper. I'm just trying to fit all of them on. Once I have them arranged, I can just close the door of my Misty and pick these stamps up. And then I'm going to ink them up with some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. This is a great ink to use with your Copic markers because it won't smear. Since these are brand new stamps and I haven't inked them up before, I do ink them up several times just to get a nice dark impression, but I'm only going to show you the stamping once just for the sake of time. And here they all are stamped out. Now I'm going to do my coloring off camera. I really had a ball coloring these in. It was so much fun. And here they are all colored in. Once I finish my coloring, I like to stamp them again just to crisp up the line around my images. So I'm going to pop it back into my Misty and ink it up once more. She does have the coordinating dies available to all of these sets. At scrappytellscrafts.com, you can see a lot of her other stamps and dies that she has available, as well as more product tutorials. Okay, here they are all stamped out again. I'm going to fussy cut these out off camera. And here they are all cut out and ready to go. Now let's open up this Slimline Shadow Box die set. It's such a beautifully designed set. You also get some sentiments and the shadows around those sentiments. She just uses up every square inch available in this set. And again, you can use all of these dies on your regular Slimline cards as well, not just the shadow box cards. This first piece is a little snow hill that goes inside your shadow box. I'm going to pull out my wire snips and cut these apart. Some of them you can just bend and wiggle apart as well. So the largest rectangle cuts out your shadow box, and it also has score marks on it for you to bend, so you know right where to bend and fold and to put it together. I cut mine out with some blue cardstock. I'm just going to bend the folds and use my bone folder just to smoothen them out. I also used the largest rectangle die to cut out a window in one of these panels. There are 3 different sizes of rectangles, so you can make your window whatever size you'd like. And I used, again, the smallest size for my window. However, I cut out a little pink frame using the smallest size and the medium size rectangle die. But before I attach that, I am going to put this box together with a little bit of double-sided adhesive. This is a nice strong tape. You could also use glue if you'd like. But I'm using the double-sided adhesive because it is an instant bond. And then I'm just going to line up the sides. The small flap goes on the inside of the larger flap on both sides. And I can just press that into place. And here's my little box. Isn't that just adorable? I cut out 3 heels with white cardstock, and I'm just going to bend the folds on those and get those ready to attach to my shadow box. So here is the smallest rectangle die that I cut my window out with, and the second largest one that I used to create this cute little pink frame around my window. I love using pinks and blues for my Christmas and winter cards, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm using a little bit of liquid glue to attach this frame around my window. My next step is to add the heels. And you can add as many as you'd like or as few. Sabrina puts her shadow box together completely before she attaches the heels. And I probably should have followed her instructions, but I wanted to see if I could do it while it was open and flat on my desk. But I think it would be easier to do with it enclosed. So I'm going to put my first heel down at the bottom and near the front. My second heel is going to go a little bit further back and a little bit higher. I'll use more score tape on each end for that. I'm only attaching one side for now. As you create these shadow boxes, it does get easier and easier. This was the first time I had ever tried it, and I don't know why I hadn't, but I am definitely going to be making a lot more of these. They're just so much fun. And now for my third heel. This will be the highest one and the furthest back heel. Just adhere that down. There it is. Before I enclose it, I am going to add some acetate in front of my window. And I just used some liquid adhesive for this. There's a little bit of parchment paper in front of my acetate. So once I trim that down, I'll just pull the parchment paper off and you can see the window. I really like the look of the acetate on these shadow box cards. And here you can see the window with the frame around it. It's so cute. So let's put this box together and start adding all of our cute little elements. And I'm just using some more liquid adhesive to put these inside the shadow box. So my coloring was pretty simple with the Copic markers. I also used a brown colored pencil to get into some of the smallest areas around the windows. This is the really fun part where you can start putting a picture inside this little box. I loved this little girl with her walking her dog. Next, I'll adhere the ice skater. I'm going to put her at the bottom of this heel so that she looks like she is skating on the blue pond. There's kind of a gap between my heels so that it looked like a little bit of ice. I'm staggering the pieces so that you can see them all. I'll glue on another little structure here on the left. I'm trying not to cover the girl with her dog. It's amazing how many you can fit in this shadow box. Next, I'll put the guy, and I'm going to put him by the tree as if he's reaching for something on the tree. I'm even going to put some of the die cuts outside the box in front of the acetate. One of my favorite images is this cute little couple, and I'll glue them on the front as well. These are going to be so much fun sending out into the mail, and it's more like a gift. It's not just a card. This is a gift that they're going to sit on their mantelpiece or somewhere to decorate their house. And these do flatten and fit into a size 10 business envelope. My sentiment says, "Baby, it's cold outside." I fishtailed one end, and then I'm going to trim off the other edge. And now to decorate the sides and the edges, I used the dies to cut out these little snowflake pieces that fit perfectly on the sides of the shadow box. And I'll adhere those down with some glue. I chose these pieces because they have more pinks and blues in them, and they're bright and colorful like the images that I colored in. The back of this is where you could put your pocket die cut, and you could include a sentiment or a gift card, but I'm just going to keep it simple this time and use this pretty striped pattern paper. It's just fun to look at from every angle. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle with some clear stickles. I'll just add it to the wreath or swag on this house and the little wreath around the door. Added a little bit of it on the inside of the shadow box. And here it is all complete. Isn't this just magic? Thank you, Sabrina, for sending these to me. I had so much fun using these beautiful products. I will have all of the links to these products listed below, as well as the link to her website. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.